Welcome to another edition of the Daily Brief here at the Dakota, and I'm Jonathan Starr. Be sure to go to mydakotan.com, click on the Daily Brief, and there you'll see all the articles that we're going to talk about today. Couple of housekeeping things. We have been having troubles with our website. Most of that has been resolved. There's a couple other things that we're struggling with, but they're minor compared to it being down. So you should be able to go to mydakotan.com today and have free reign on there. Also, breaking news. We announced this yesterday, actually. We're going to be getting information out on this soon, but we are going to be hosting a debate for the mayoral race on June 17th. Looking forward to that. It's going to be in the evening. It's going to be a great time where you can come be a part of the debate in person, or you can view online. We're looking for an interactive format, so look forward to that and stay tuned for more information. This day in history, in 1974, the U.S. House Judiciary Committee began formal hearings in the impeachment investigation of President Richard M. Nixon. That was a few years ago in 1974. In local news, Broadway Circle gets new operator. Minot Daily News is reporting that the Minot's long-delayed Broadway Circle project, featuring a homeless shelter, affordable housing, and commercial space, will now be managed by Pathfinder Services of North Dakota. Approved Monday by the City Council, the deal ends years of instability following the bankruptcy of Lutheran Social Services and financial struggles at Project B. Pathfinder brings deep experience in housing and social services and will oversee the complex for the next 20 years while repaying the city's investment through monthly lease payments. Oilfield company with North Dakota location sends letters to employees regarding pay issues. Oilfield service provider Canary, LLC, which operates in Wofford City and across several U.S. states, has warned employees of potential payroll disruptions due to financial difficulties. In a letter sent May 2nd, CEO Dan Eberhardt acknowledged the company is temporarily unable to meet payroll and is working to recover receivables. Canary's leadership pledged transparency and updates as they try to stabilize operations. Progressive groups plan People's Session to set North Dakota priorities for future legislation. Progressive groups in North Dakota are hosting the People's Session on May 16th at the Heritage Center to gather public input on policy priorities they say were ignored during the legislative session. Organizers including Gender Justice and Prairie Action aim to build a people-driven agenda focused on issues like childcare, housing, and healthcare, rather than what they call divisive culture war bills. And the FEMA leader was ousted one day after publicly opposing agency's elimination. Just one day after publicly opposing efforts to dismantle FEMA, acting administrator Cam Hamilton was fired by the Trump administration, sparking bipartisan concern. Hamilton, a Navy SEAL veteran, had testified to Congress that eliminating FEMA would not serve the public. It stands at odds with President Trump and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, both of whom support reevaluating or possibly eliminating the agency. David Richardson, a DHS official, has been named his replacement as hurricane season looms. Also, Gulf of Mexico, going to be renamed Gulf of Mexico. Going to be renamed Gulf of America under bill passed by U.S. House. In a move starting partisan backlash, the U.S. House passed a Republican-backed bill to officially rename the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America, codifying part of a Trump executive order. The bill passed 211 to 206 with Representative Don Bacon, the sole GOP dissenting vote, calling it a distraction from real priorities like Medicaid reform. Democrats universally opposed the measure, which now faces long odds in the Senate. The White House strongly supports the change, while critics deride it as a symbolic posturing. And you may have heard, but white smoke did rise from the Vatican yesterday, and Robert Prevost, first pope from U.S. in history of the Catholic Church, takes the name Leo XIV as the next pope. In a historic break with tradition, the Catholic Church has elected Chicago-born missionary Robert Prevost as the first U.S. Pope, taking the name Leo XIV. The 69-year-old Augustinian friar emphasized peace and dialogue in his inaugural address from St. Peter's Basilica. A dual U.S. Peruvian citizen and former Vatican official under Pope Francis, Leo's election signals both continuity and a new chapter as global conflict and church divisions mount. That is today's Daily Brief. Again, be sure to go to mydakotan.com and click on the Daily Brief. There you'll be able to read these articles and more. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're at it. Become part of the Dakotan community here on YouTube. We're growing. We're working to continue to bring the news that matters to Minot and to North Dakota. Make it more accessible, make it more fun. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day.